Greetings, my excellent friends. It is Friday, August 19th, 2022, here in beautiful yet still very, very hot and very, very humid Tokyo, Japan. You got the Hobby Drifter here once again. Today I've got something fun for us. This is what alleges to be an unopened box of Evangelion Battlefields gaming figures. Evangelion Battlefields is a smartphone game that I have trouble playing because my phone is kind of halfway between Japanese stuff and American stuff and won't let me look at it on the App Store, which doesn't bother me because I just want the figures. What you do, if I'm understanding this correctly, is you collect the figures, then you can use them with the near-field communication chips to use them in your game. These came out a couple of years ago, and I think they were about 800 yen a piece, which is ridiculous for, gachapon size, blind box figures. But they've been clearanced recently to 200 yen each, and this camera shop I was in just happened to have a couple of boxes that are supposed to be unopened boxes. So there should be a complete set in here, but who knows, maybe someone went and flipped them around. We're gonna find out. So this is season 1 of the figures. There's 12 of them in season 1, and there's 8 of them in season 2, and I will have a box of those coming in the next couple of days. Yeah, supposedly unopened box. This is a display box, so you can open the thing up and display it nicely. These are getting more and more popular over the last few years. I see tons and tons of these. Like when I first came here, most of these blind box things were like $3 each. Now they can range up to over 20, which I don't know. I'm not much of a gambling guy, so I have trouble paying more than $5 for something I don't know what I'm gonna get. But yeah. So it looks like in this set you're supposed to get Shinji, Rei, and Mari in their plug suits, and Misato, Rei in her school uniform, Toji, don't see Toji very often, Maya, Hikari, Fuyutsuki, Shinji in school uniform, Asuka in school uniform, Kensuke, again, I don't think I have a Kensuke in any form, in school uniform. So of course, because it's Eva, they couldn't just give you all of them in the suits or all of them in the uniforms together. No, you gotta kind of mix and match. Although season 2 does fill in those gaps pretty well, so looking forward to that arriving. All right. Well, let's see if this is in fact a sealed box, or if not. I know that these started getting clearanced out several months ago. Had no idea what they actually looked like at the time, so I just kind of didn't really care. But I did get to see one of the season 1 figures opened recently, and I was like, oh, that looks really cool. I wonder if they all look like that. And then at $2 each, why not? So here's what it looks like with the display box. If you were in a Bic camera or a Yodobashi or probably a Donki in the last couple of years, I'm just realizing, if you're watching one of these videos from me, you probably haven't been in one of these places in a couple of years. Been kind of closed to tourism since early 2020. But you would have seen this. I got 12 boxes. Cool little display box. If I was not critically over my space limit, I would probably save all of these boxes and display this somewhere. But those days are long gone. I set out a while back to basically build my dream collection shelf, and I've done that. But for some reason, I'm still buying stuff. Makes me feel better. So, shall we start from the beginning? Okay, so small box. It's very, very light. Oh, a lot of text there. Yeah. Cute little box. Might use one of my devices to see if I could actually play this game, because I would kind of like to try it out. It gets decent reviews. Not great reviews, decent reviews. There's never really been a very good Ava video game. There have been a couple of okay ones, but nothing great. Alright. So, box one, we have Asuka. Asuka in her school uniform. It's pretty nice. The focus there. The paint applications are on point. Paint on the face looks really nice. It's fully assembled. Sculpting is okay, and comes with a base, which is here. Which, yeah, I'm guessing this is, oh yeah, read it in here. This has the near field communication chip that you use to play the game. And it's turns into like a stand. Oh, that's good. And that is figure GFS 8. Should we go this way or this way? This way or this way? This way. Let's go this way. As soon as we get one double, we know that this box has been tampered with. Which you might think would make me go, oh, no, I don't have a full set. But really, it'll just make me go, oh, guess I have to go buy another box of these. Which, I don't know, I love buying cases of stuff like this. It's Maya. Nice. The clipboard is blank. Expression is very nice. I loved what they did with her character in the Rebuild movies. This one is GFS 4, so 4 then 8. You got your chip. She really got some cool character moments in the final Ava movie. And these are, by the way, based on the Rebuild movies. Most of my Ava stuff comes from the original series, but I really did like the Rebuild movies. I didn't get a chance to buy a lot of the merch from them because it was released in a very scattered way. Had a lot of it at a time when I wasn't buying a lot of nerd stuff, but don't worry, I'm making up for lost time. Great Japanese word, otonagai, which is literally, if you look at the kanji, adult purchase, and it doesn't mean what you think it is. It's the name, like when, as a child, you buy one or two of these things, with your pocket money, but as an adult, you can buy the whole thing at once. So it's the name given to the act of buying like an entire box of trading cards, or in this case, trading figures. Or if you go to like Book Off and buy the entire run of manga at once, otonagai, adult purchase. Sorry, voice is not in great shape today. Allergies and just general crud. All right, whoa, yeah. So here is Fuyutsuki, and here's the bottom part of Fuyutsuki. So he's a two-part figure. So these are in scale. The tall dude is not in the same size as the teenager and the small girl. That one is GFS 6. Eventually, I would like to get some nice-sized Evas, so having a set of, small figures is very much appealing to me for display purposes. I've had the same small figures on display for absolutely ages. They were released over 15 years ago, so having some newer ones is going to be very nice. And okay, we have Ray. Get that into focus a little bit, as much as we can. And it's Ray holding Gendo's glasses. And this one is GFS2. So it's looking like this side has been the even numbers. So this side will probably be all the odd numbers. And I am feeling a little bit better that these have not been picked through and reinserted into the box. And the reason that I keep harping on that is a lot of these stores that would sell them would just have them out, like not even in the display boxes. Just they would have like the boxes filling up a shelf. So I guess they must have had a bunch of these sitting in the back unopened, and they didn't just grab them off the shelf and put them back in there. So I guess we can stop worrying about that. Only we can't, because we still have many, many boxes to go. I wonder if I should start doing these videos as like live videos. It'd be fun to have some kind of interaction. But that assumes that anyone would watch them live. I mean, no one watches them on YouTube, so it's kind of a stretch. All right, next figure. Oh, cool. Next figure is Kensuke. Kind of a very specific pose, taking a picture of the Eva pose. And my hypothesis that this whole row would be the evens was wrong, as this is GFS9. Very specific pose. You got your, it's a very good, like, random otaku figure. Looks a little bit more like me when I was a teenager than I would like to admit. Again, he got another really cool arc in the Rebuild movies. Nice to see everyone get their moment in those movies, because the original series did kind of just throw away half the cast over like the last 6 episodes, where you just like even Pen, they even just wrote Pen out. I don't think there is a Pen in this line, which is a shame. But I'm sure there's a similar scale Pen I can get somewhere to kind of fill in that hole. Pen was such a random thing. Like, I'm sure there's a reason behind why they just stuck a penguin in there, but I've never thought to look into it. I'd like to know. And there we go. We got Shinji in pilot uniform. Oh, very nice looking sculpt. Very nice paint on this. That would be GFP1, of course. That's the first one in the series. Yeah, this is a very nice sculpt. By the way, each of these includes one of these little enquêtes that you can fill out and register online. I've never done any of these. You get them with a lot of, not everything, but with a lot of toys and games and stuff here that you can enter to win prize. I don't know anyone who's ever won anything with these, but they are there. And weirdly, when you wind up buying stuff used, a lot of times they still wind up being included, so people save them. I wonder if there's anyone who like collects these things. If there's someone who's just a collector of different like on-catch sheets. It's like, oh, I've got one from Dragon Ball figures. Oh, I've got one from Ranma. Who knows? I don't know. I could probably find out. I don't. I like to just kind of do my own thing. All right. So next we got Toji. GFS 3. Very specific thing. Looks like he's quite angry, possibly gonna knock out Shinji for reasons. So cool. I mean, a Toji and a Kensuke in the same set. Wow, that's pretty cool. And I'm very excited about these. These are for 200 yen each. Do math on that. Terrible again. About $1.50. $1.50 for each of these. These are great. If I were paying like $8 for a random one, yeah, probably wouldn't be quite as high on them. Probably wouldn't think they were quite as exciting as I do here. But again, for this price, love them. And next, I'm noticing that a lot of these are molded in very, very specific poses. Shinji here, that would be GFS 7. So Shinji here is obviously addressing his father as, it's like, I will pilot the robot. You don't see him in this pose very often. He's usually, more laid back. Like he's very, very confident. Very. What the hell am I talking about? It's yeah. Final stretch. We're down to the last 4. And next we have Misato. GFS 01, which could have sworn Shinji was. Okay, so no, Shinji was GFP. This is GFS 01. Really, really nice sculpt of Misato. Nice paint on the face. The cross that's not a cross looks very nice. Painting on the hand is a little bit sloppy, but it's a cool looking Misato figure. I'm glad that these come with stands because the looks like the leg here is at a weird angle. It might have just been because of how it's been sitting in a box for 2 years. Final 3. I'm not taking great care to get these open because I don't really care about the boxes so much, but it used to be like if you would go into a collectible store and you would ask to see something that they had for sale and it was a used figure that was boxed, they would take a knife and slide it in between here so that when you open the box you don't like hurt this part, which I always thought was very meticulous and very cool. I had one time I bought a used boxed original Game Boy, and they didn't do that, and they just wound up trashing the box to show me that it was in good shape, which still, like 10 years later, bugs me. I was like, oh, it was a perfect thing. And Hikari. GFS 5. Hikari Horaki. She would have been a perfect one to include Pen with, but I guess not so much for the rebuild ones. It's too bad you can't really pose her with Toji, because I guess you could have him being all angry, and she's like, I'm crushing you. So yeah, the chip is all just in here. Final two. And it is Rey in her plug suit. GFP02. Again, pretty nice sculpt all around. Paint's nice. Eyes are painted on there very well. Just a nice looking figure. And we're done. The final one. Until season 2 arrives. Should have that coming this weekend. I'm gonna get one more of these to do. And yes, we have Muddy, everyone's favorite Muddy. That's half sarcasm, I know. Not everyone's favorite, but I know she does have her. She has her fans and she has her detractors. GFP03. So cool. This did wind up being a complete set. Very happy with all of that. Could have been a nightmare. Could have gotten 12 Futskis in there. I am just so thrilled that these went on sale the way that they did, because having just a small version of the cast of Eva is just exactly what I need. I've mentioned in previous videos that collecting Eva figures is just a fucking nightmare. Like there are no like lines. Like it used to be, like when back in when we were collecting figures, like in the 80s and 90s, there were lines of toys, right? So you would get, like one set would have the characters in it, and one set would have the robots, and one set would have, this, that, and the other thing. But that has like gone away. That has gone away with, the $5 and $6 action figures. Now you get stuff released, 1 or 2 at a time, several months apart. They're really expensive. I mean, you can get, I think they're still Figuarts, or I think they're one of Bandai's lines. These are actually released by Takara Tomy, but with the Eva Figuarts figures, they'll release one of them every several months, and then they just won't do the other ones. I did a video a couple of years ago about the first line of Fraulein Revoltex, where you got Rey, and then Asuka, and then Rey, like bandaged, but they never did a Shinji. They didn't do it. Obviously they didn't do a Toji. So you never get like full sets. And in fact, a lot of Ava stuff now is released like to me the best looking Ava stuff is being released as either UFO catcher, like crane machine prizes, or lottery prizes from like 7-Eleven or Lawson, where the only way to get these cool looking figurines is to either be able to get them from crane machine, which I can't do to save my life anymore, or these they call them Takarakuji, like treasure lottery things, over at, I've seen them recently at Lawson and 7-Eleven. And again, when I was, younger and I was here, they were generally 500 yen each per ticket. And that was, that was your change. Like, I don't need 500 yen change. I'll get like one of these things, and maybe I'll get a figurine. Maybe I'll get like handkerchief or sticker sheet or something. But back in those days, there was like, it was a bunch of like little stuff. You'd get like keychains and key holders and smartphone straps, handkerchief, stuff like that. And then like the big prize would be like a figurine. But now there's like entire lines. Like the entire line is contest prizes, like prize A, B, C, D, E, and then like the last one. So if you want it, like Lawson just a couple of weeks ago did a set of all of the Ava rebuild pilots in their plug suits, and each of them was a specific lottery prize. So finally, for like the first time, you have a chance to get all of them in like a uniform set. But in order to do it, you would have to buy just a ridiculous number of lottery tickets, and those tickets are 800 yen each. So someone did. They put the figures out like early morning. One day, someone went in with 80,000 yen and just bought all 100 tickets, scooped everything up. Pain in the ass to get a set of the main cast and even the supporting cast of the most popular anime series of the last however many years, and it's just like getting the cast together in plastic form or vinyl, PVC, or whatever, is a fucking nightmare. So this does it for me. Like, it's all of them, and especially when season 2 gets here in a couple of days, it'll be damn near everything. Season 2 has Gendo. It has a Kaoru, though I don't think he's in the suit. But it's close enough. It's close enough to have all of them out on a shelf and looking cool. There are a few other bits to this Battlefields set in addition to the figurines. There are also larger Evangelion like busts. It's like the head and upper shoulders of the Avas that you can that work with your smartphone and read the NFC chips. I don't know. I was not planning on getting those. Those are kind of gimmicky and they don't really fit what I want to do. But they're also like $8 each, and they do look pretty nice. So I may just go all in on those and just make like that my main Evangelion figure display. It's a pain in the ass, guys, to collect all of this stuff, but now is a great time to get it, because there are some really cool looking stuff, and there is some stuff that is not terribly overpriced. Like, even if you wanted to buy the lottery prizes like at a secondhand store, they're generally not super expensive, and I never really understood that. Like, if you were to buy like a statue, like just a regular PVC type statue, they go for a ton of money. It's $100. But these contest prize things are similar quality, and they usually go for about $20. So who knows? I don't know what even is money anymore. Who can tell? Who is the arbiter of that? No idea. All right, that's all for today, everybody. Thank you very much for keeping me company while opening up these gaming figures. I will have another video up in the near future of Season 2, where I will also show off all of the figures assembled with their bases and stuff like that. So, thanks again, everyone. Take care, and happy hobbying.